Good afternoon, or morning, or night, or wherever you are. Today we're talking about one of my favorite little side hustles. So it's one of my favorite companies that I have, but it's just interesting. So I just got done with like 6 weeks of like 15 friends coming down. And one of the things that a couple of my more entrepreneurial minded friends noticed was that I don't really sell anything. And obviously, I've done a lot. I've worked a lot, built a lot of businesses. Um, but I don't really sell much. I am at the point where the products and businesses I've built are so awesome that like they're already sold before people talk. So let's take an example. Instafarm, man, what an awesome one. The company, so the parent company of Instafarm, um, owns like what do we have? Like I think we got like 34 patents. And so we have two other big companies. Our Solo Robots and ClearDrive are also owned by the same parent company. But let's focus on Instafarm. So this is an amazing product, right? I have tried growing at my house for probably 15 years. I have bought every single thing out there. I oh my god, Arrow Garden, Garden with a Y. What I don't even remember there. I've tried all these stupid little things. I bought some from my parents so that they can grow. None of these things work. So we finally went together and now we 3D print them. They're all fully automated. We have a biologist that made all the soil for each plant strain, each species, so that that soil grows it perfectly within 4 days. It's all organic, all biodegradable. So as soon as you're done eating them, you can take the leftover dirt slash container, put it in a compost, throw it in your garden, whatever you want. But I've been trying to have at home grow kits. I've tried every one of them and they all suck. Some of them you have to add your own nutrients or add your own food every once in a while. This one's all fully automated. You add water once a week and it's awesome. But that is not the point of this. So most people that see it or I have it or they learn about it, they already want it. I don't really have to convince them. I just explain to them what the product is. It's freaking amazing. You spend like $40 a month. That's way too much. I would, for one person, I would probably spend like 20 to 25 a month, and I have way more microgreens than I can eat. And so I sell the extra off. So I actually probably spend $0. So I probably eat like seven of them and sell two for like $9 each, which covers my monthly bill. And actually, I can do that every 4 days. So realistically, I could be making like $40 to $50 a month by eating as much microgreens as I can on this system. So why would you not have that as a side hustle? So I live on a tiny island, right? Here's my little like 30,000, 40,000 person island, depending on who you ask. Um, and the weird thing is, on this tiny island, we import 90% of our food. It's crazy. I don't know why. Well, a lot of it has to do with our government and how poorly run our power and utilities are. And so, I just went and looked at an indoor farm, about 6,000 square feet, and their bill, their power bill is like 60,000 a month, which is more than like in Denver. My I guess total would be like 10,000 square feet, so bigger space, and we have way bigger lights. We use like 1,000 watts, and they're using like 100 watt LEDs. I actually didn't check their lights. I'm not exactly sure, but we use way more power, probably like 8 times more power, and we pay less because Denver Power is like during the off times, it's I think 8 cents per kilowatt hour. Down here, it's like 40 cents per kilowatt hour. I understand we're on an island, but we got a lot of sun up there. The power should be almost free. So that's an interesting thing. The farm's meeting with the governor tomorrow. The building that they're renting is a government-owned building. So I don't know the details of the lease, but it's a giant red flag when one of the there's only like two or three companies that are trying to grow food for this island so we can actually freaking have affordable food on this island grown here instead of importing it from all these other islands and paying all these shipping costs. And then the government's like, oh, you're trying to grow food for the island. Let's throw a bunch of loopholes and let's make you in hurdles and make you work for it. Oh, it's so stupid. Anyways, let's go back to Instafarm. This product's amazing. Built in the US. Don't worry about those tariffs. Built 3D printed, designed, and built in Colorado. All the plants are all propagated. All the seeds are made there as well in the soils. So these are awesome because it's like idiot proof. You could not know anything about plants and can't screw it up. You don't have to add food. You just fill the water container up and it automatically waters. It senses how much water is there. It senses how big the plants are and how much water to give. So you don't even have to think about that. You literally just fill up a container and let it automatically do whatever it needs to do. Within 4 days, you have microgreens. You can eat them all up or sell them. Which brings me to the point of this live. It's a great side hustle. If you buy 2 of them, I did the math. If you're curious about the math, I can tell you. But each one, if you sold all the plants, you would profit $320 a month. That's a pretty solid little side hustle. You get 2 of them, $600 a month, and you do literally nothing but just sell. You don't have to grow them or anything. You just put the tray in, wait 4 days, pull the tray out, post on Facebook, contact your customers, whatever it is, post on Instagram, send your TikTok. People buy it, they can come pick it up, or you can deliver it however you so choose. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. If you go look up the price of microgreens, microgreens are 40 times more nutrient dense than regular plants. So why would you not pay more for them? 40 times? You buy a big old broccoli for $2 a pound, and you buy microgreens for like $4 a pound. That's a huge difference. And they're easier to use, and you can put them on everything. So back to this. So it's cheaper. It saves people money, right? They grow, and if you sell the machine or sell the microgreens, you grow them here, so you should sell them cheaper than the store. Stores have to do all the processes, yada yada. Yours are grown in soil, which is way better than Arrow. Arrow means that they're adding chemicals and synthetic nutrients. So if you see one that's in aeroponics, or if they just have like their little roots and they don't actually have grown in soil, the only way to feed those synthetic nutrients. Ours are grown with soil, so they have natural nutrients in them, which is, in my opinion, significantly better. So where are we going with this? So yeah, so you can sell them. First off, having an Instafarm machine, you can generate money, right? Financial health, good. Second is gardening is great for mental health or spiritual health. And this one isn't as much gardening. You're not going to do a whole lot, but watching the plants, seeing them grow. There's a lot of studies on, growth that helps you out in your mental health. And then physical health. You're eating healthier. You're eating microgreens. You're eating your vegetables. You're eating all sorts of new stuff. You're supposed to eat, I think it's 30 different plants a week. So now add in a salad blend or smoothie blend. That's like 4 or 5 new plants right there. I just got the beet and red cabbage blend. Ooh, I can't wait to have some beet mini microgreens and red cabbage microgreens. I'll be posting videos on that too. So, side hustle. Become an affiliate of Instafarm. Sell healthy, awesome things. Teach people how to set up their little side hustles, micro businesses. Everyone can be selling microgreens. Everyone can be eating microgreens. The world can make more money. The world can have better health. And the world can have better mental health. All in one thing. It's a win-win-win. And so you almost never see me sell it because it's so awesome and so cool that it sells itself. And when people approach me about it, they're basically already there. I just have to tell them exactly what it is, the pros and cons. Not many cons. But if you want to get involved and start selling Instafarms or microgreens,